Now, Heartland Sports with Todd Richards.
Hi again, everyone. Talking some baseball on this Friday. Two of the OVC's top teams meeting tonight at Kappaha Field. Second place SEMO hosting first place SIU Edwardsville. This game scoreless. Last check in the first. Highlights, of course, tonight on Heartland Sports. Also, Cardinals baseball tonight at 7 on KFES2. St. Louis hosting Seattle at Busch Stadium. The Lift for Life Green Up game last night at Kelly High School. The matchup against Charleston, dedicated to the late Caden Robert, a Kelly High School student athlete whose life was cut short but helped save several lives through the gift of organ donation. Kelly baseball coach Josh Hopkins talked about the importance of his players taking part in this special game.
Just want our kids to know that it's about more than just us. It's about things outside of our own circle, and if we can have an effect in a positive nature on their lives outside of our circle, that's a huge plus for us.
Kelly won its Green Up game against Charleston last night, 11-1. Kelly High School cheerleading this afternoon, making some news. Riley Cribbs signs on to cheer at SEMO next season. Congrats and good luck to Riley. Another SEMO basketball signing today for Coach Brad Korn. Indiana University Kokomo guard Alonzo Clausen-Smith signing on with the Redhawks. Clausen-Smith enjoyed an outstanding freshman campaign, leading the Cougars with an 18-point-per-game scoring average. He made the all-region team as well. Alabama quarterback Ty Simpson, a former Westview High School player, picked 13th overall in the NFL draft last night. So how about another Heartland player to keep an eye on in rounds 2 and 3 tonight and 4 through 7 on Saturday? Talking about former Jackson Indian standout offensive lineman Connor Tollison. He went on to enjoy an outstanding career with the Missouri Tigers as a center. Good luck to him in the rest of the draft.